This is funny. Can't I use a VPN to protect my IP? Yes, but that undermines the fact of playing online. When you have a VPN, you're routing all your internet traffic through a third-party, computer or somewhere in another country. It adds insane amounts of lag. How are you going to play fighting games online when you're adding insane lag to use a VPN to hide your IP? You might as well just fucking play yourself. So there you go. Okay. No, fighting game community players don't have that issue because they're not me. No one in the FGC has an insane group of stalker losers on the internet who want to ruin their lives and harass them constantly. Don't you get it? Do you think Justin Wong has a giant group of haters who literally try to find every piece of information about his life and post it on the internet and slander him constantly and get all his information and have people fucking calling his phones and posting up his address and registering him for everything under the planet and constantly trying to get his internet turned off and get his fucking power turned off? No, Justin Wong doesn't have that. I do. So I have to live in reality for me, and reality for me is different from everyone else. So I can't do the same things everyone else does. You know, why do you think in the over decade that I've had Patreon, I have not once done a private thing on Patreon at all? Because I can't. My trolls, day one when I started using Patreon, my trolls said, we'll just join your Patreon, take your private content, and just legally rip it and put it all over the internet, therefore making your Patreon completely worthless. That's what they told me they would do. So I've never been able to make private content because they would just steal it and break the law. They don't care. They've outright said it. We'll just break the law. We don't care. So all the things that everyone else is allowed to do, I can't, and I got to live with that reality, and I got to be careful because if I let it slip, if I get lazy and I get lax, then they do shit to fuck with me and my family. So that's why I can't do the same things as everyone else. Listen, I was ready to play Fightcade last year. I was dead set. I had a stream plan, and then I found out that day, oh no, you can't do it. Your IP can easily be sniffed out. I'm like, well, I can't do it then. What can you do? Okay. All right. Well, so here's the deal, folks. Yesterday was a great day. We hit 2 goals. All right. If we hit 3 more, we're doing DSP Tries It, Chick-fil-A, which I'm excited for. Already we're a third of the way there. So thanks to those who've already supported the stream. Let's hit that goal on this stream. All right. So we can get it to 78. Now, my hope is to have it hit by Wednesday. So that way we could do DSP Tries It during Wednesdays after that first stream. Remember that tomorrow we're doing Smart Guys, but Smart Guys does not count towards the goal. It's its own thing between myself and Ashton. So we keep that separate. It's not a tally towards my own rewards and stuff because it's basically both of us working together, right? So let's talk quickly about yesterday. Let's talk about the schedule for the rest of the week, and then we could just basically chill until we want to start with Dark Souls. Okay? So stream later tonight. Now here's the deal, folks. Later tonight, on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is the return, per your requests, of Marvel Rivals. I don't know where Jasper went. I thought he was in here. I guess he left again. Marvel Rivals returns tonight, okay? Now, I'm only bringing it back because Marvel Rivals have gotten such a surge of popularity in the last month. And you guys have been asking me, am I going to play it again? And I was like, I never wanted to not play it. I like Marvel Rivals. I think it's a great game. I was having tons of fun because it plays like Overwatch, but with Marvel characters, right? So I'm down for Marvel Rivals, but I need you guys to show up for it. Because last time that I played it, all right, attendance was actually not that good at all. And engagement was terrible. No one was talking about the game besides maybe 2 different people. And support was awful. I think it was like a $30 stream or something crazy like that. So I'm not going to play games where people are going to say it's boring, not show up, and not support. So tonight is the big test. If people show up and engage in support, I'm all for it. By the way, I'll be playing on keyboard and mouse and with headphones that have surround sound. I'm going to use my headphones, just like I did with Call of Duty, to hear surround sound and get the best actual experience, hopefully playing well, all right? So I hope you'll show up. But if no one shows up, no one engages, and there's no support, there's only one thing that I have to say.
You blew it!
Because I'm only playing it again because you wanted it. I wanted to keep playing it, and you told me through your actions you didn't care. Well, I'm bringing it back for your request. But I'll tell you right now, you better show up because this is the last chance for the game. I'd rather do anything that people are going to want rather than something that a lot of people are vocal about but then won't show up and support. So please show up tonight because if
You blew it!
it's not going to be played again. All right? Okay, cool. Now, tomorrow is Tuesday. Tuesday is Smart Guys, our wrestling commentary show. So there will be no podcast tomorrow morning. Instead, it'll be over on DSP Reacts, at DSP Reacts on YouTube, or on my Kick channel like usual. It's Smart Guys episode 3 with myself and Ashton, and we're going to be talking about AEW. Okay, so I watched all of AEW Dynamite back on Wednesday night, and just so you know, I actually skimmed through AEW Collision from Saturday night to get an idea of what both shows were like. I am going to watch Monday Night Raw tonight as well and take notes on that. So this may be a super show where we're going to be not only covering AEW, but WWE as well, and it may be a much longer show, all right? Like, the show's running 2 to 2.5. This may be like a 3.5-hour show. Just to forewarn everyone, it may be like really long because we have so much to talk about this week, all right? However, since we are covering so much, I hope you guys will show up and engage and, again, support the show, all right? Right now, we're trying to think of ways to motivate people to support the show. Like, what would be some goals and stuff that you guys would like? Last week, it was cover AEW. We actually got an offer, and I don't know if this person is around today. A couple days ago, someone was on this show, tipped me a few bucks. I think it was like a $5 tip. And they said, would you consider watching, was it TJPW and Choka Pro? So I guess those are 2 Japanese wrestling leagues. And they said, if you and Ashton would watch it and review some of it for the show, they would drop a 100 sub bomb. Well, I talked to Ash and he's like, hell yeah, let's do it. If this person actually shows up on Tuesday and drops a 100 sub bomb, let's watch it and review it next week. I'm down for that too. That's 100% sounds good to me. It'll give some exposure to me for wrestling that I've never seen before, and I'll get to understand wrestling as a whole a lot better, all right? So let's see if it happens. If this person, I don't know where they are because I haven't seen them in a couple days, but if they show up tomorrow for Smart Guys and they drop that 100 bomb, it looks like we're watching some Japanese wrestling for next week, okay? Anyway, Smart Guys should be great. I'm looking forward to it. I actually got a little bit of a difference of the set this week. You'll see what I mean. So that'll be tomorrow's daytime stream. And then tomorrow night on the late stream, it's Street Fighter 6 returning, and I'm going to use more E Honda because number 1, I did really well with E Honda on Friday Night Fights, and number 2, someone contacted me and they were like, dude, you totally missed all of Honda's buffs. Like, he got buffed and his chop is super good now, and you always use the chop during a combo and you haven't used it once. The chop is so much better than using back fierce kick or standing medium punch. It's a much better normal for combos now, and you should be using it every single time. And I was like, I didn't know that. I would have been using it the whole time if I had known that. So I might go crazy with Honda. If the chop is good, I might be chopping the shit out of everyone on Tuesday night, okay? Then on Wednesday, the day stream, I want to actually start playing Dino Crisis on the PlayStation 5 Pro. So yeah, I'm actually going to boot up my PS5 Pro for the first time in a while, and we're going to do an actual playthrough of Dino Crisis starting this Wednesday. We did the intro during the Christmas marathon, so all this will be is continuing from where the intro was and continuing on, and I'm excited for it. This is a game that we've been waiting years and years and years for, and finally it's going to happen. So hopefully you'll join me on Wednesday's day stream, Dino Crisis on PS5 Pro finally starting. Wednesday night will be more Black Ops 6 multiplayer where I'm going to be using the dual Grakovas. Finally, the Akimbo Grakovas, okay? And then I'm off on Thursday. Thursday, I will not be here. It's a day that I'm spending with my wife. We have some appointments that we have to do, but we're also going to go and have some fun for the first time since early December. We're actually taking some extra time off to spend time with each other. So that's Thursday, but I'll be back on Friday, and Friday's day stream will either be Stalker 2 or more Dark Souls with mods. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. It's going to be one of those two. And then Friday night is Friday Night Fights, where likely I'll either play more Honda or maybe I'll return to Dhalsim, okay? And that's the week. I'm off on Saturday, and then next week we start fresh again, okay? So you might say, well, wait a minute, where's Dynasty Warriors? We don't have time for it right now. Right now I'm in the midst of too much going on anyway, all right? So you guys wanted Dino Crisis. I want Dino Crisis. I've been waiting for this for a long time. That's going to be the new thing that starts this week, okay? Hopefully that sounds good. All right. So that's that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to discuss right now. I don't think so. So let's for the rest of the show, let's do some Q&A. Please tag me in chat.